Ouch. Well, here's what I can say to this, and I'm going to try to make this short. Black Americans did not break into the United States of America and steal indigenous land. So I think you're addressing the wrong people, okay? Because we didn't do that. As a matter of fact, many Black Americans, forefathers, had alliances with many of the indigenous um, people of the land. And many of the indigenous people adopted and intermarried. There was intermarriages, okay? And we also fought together, okay? Now, on the other part, there were some indigenous that also enslaved Black Americans, the five civilized tribes. And within that instance, there was also freedom granted and land granted too. Um, so there was land granted, families created, and not one time, for the most part, in those instances, was anything taken because it just wasn't. Okay. Um, Now there were instances after, on the West Coast mainly, or over in the western side, um, where there were soldiers, both indigenous and black soldiers, Buffalo soldiers, um, that were working with the government, um, about land and stuff over there. But it wasn't just the Buffalo soldiers. There were actually the indigenous working with the Buffalo soldiers. And you can look that up as well. So it wasn't, there was a lot going on back then, but one thing it wasn't was that Black Americans did not come over here. Enslaved Africans did not come over here and demand land from any indigenous. That, your comment, should be going to someone else. Okay? Period.